Hello, folks. I'm here to address about my Star Chaos Tournament series, how it came to be, how I got the idea, and stuff like that. Just know that this might be a little bit of split, and this is not going to be perfect because I'm not good at all that little perfect talking, blah 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 speech and all that stuff like that. I'll just get right to it. First, it might be a little pause because I have to find the page, that I put on that little Sonic Wiki thing of me talking about it. And then I'll start looking at videos, well, maybe not videos, but maybe just think about some of this stuff and try to address it to you of how it was made. What I just said at the beginning, because I'm going to repeat myself here. So, okay. So all I gotta say is, from what I'm reading here, it was somewhat of a series. It just started just regular videos, regular little wrestling videos from my Day of Reckoning game. And they were just wrestling or whatever, fighting and shit like that. I did it tournament-wise. Kind of like, this person beat that person. They go and fight each other or something mess like that. I actually got inspired by a username 022, that's ZRO22. And, I start putting my characters in there, then my mentor's characters. The next thing the first one, it was freaking awesome. Then I'm like, I do another one. Just the first one was awesome. Then it got to a third, and next thing as soon as it stopped at 9, that's when my mentor stopped watching, lost interest and stuff like that. No, it was not like a little wrestling thing. And it wasn't like, which character was popular and all that jazz. Not at all. I didn't want it to be that way. It's so better than Fizz. It's so better than Stardust. Can So beat Mel Blue? Can Fizz beat Zeta? Can Zeta beat Purity? Who's the best character? Can Momo beat Blue? Can Blue beat Momo? Can she beat Zeta? It's a popularity contest. No, it was just for entertainment. It was just made for fun. And plus, the reason why I was mentioning Soul versus Blue and Momo versus... Oh, wait, did I say Soul versus Blue? Oops. That's not going to happen, though. No. It was Soul versus Mel Blue. But anyway, like I was saying, when I mentioned Soul versus Fizz, which I really meant to say, and Blue versus Momo, those are the top ones that I liked. Rivalries. But those were my favorite battles. It wasn't favorite wrestling matches or stuff like that. And I did highlights. I like the highlights and every last one of them, how the music sinks in with some of the parts and stuff like that. Some people I remember would talk to me about it. They were like, why don't you try to do voices and stuff like that? Man, I do not like doing that live commentary mess. I'm not good at that. I end up repeating myself. I end up too excited and stuff like that. When I was younger, I used to do that. Used to do the little fantasy thing, make up my little own wrestling fantasy thing back then. But Star Chaos Tournament, pardon my words here, that was a hell lot different than that stuff I did back then. Because first it was, like I said, it was tournament-wise. Then it ended up it was this person versus that person. I was just putting random people against each other as it got further. How did it get far the way it was, all the way from, number 1 all the way to, I just finished 44 not too long ago, and Zero, he beat Chill for the championship. So now people gonna think it's wrestling because he beat him for a championship. But I was trying to make it a little bit more interesting. People was telling me, it's not interesting because it's just on a freaking wrestling game. It's not like it's animation, like it's Flash or, some sprite and stuff. Number 1, I have tried that, but as I stated once before, I am not really good with 3D. I have tried it, yes, but, I don't understand it. Spriting, that's just too time-consuming for me. You know, it takes too long just to finish one freaking sprite sheet. It would take me forever if I tried to make all those freaking characters and put them in some game or something like Musion. But I tried Musion too, and that mess didn't even work out for me. So yeah. The series, it might end at 52. I don't know. I know some people still watch it. Back then, it used to have a following. People used to love this series, but I don't know what happened later on. You know, I'm getting less views and stuff like that. But me, that's the thing about me. That's the reason why I continue on with things I do anyway, because I'm like a fan of my own stuff. I just love being entertained by my own stuff. People say that's kind of like being a hypocrite because you love your own stuff. You critique yourself and stuff like that. But no, really, no. If I love my stuff that much and it continues on the way it is, and I feel proud of it, then you know why should I end it, right? So, Starcast tournament's not meant to be like wrestling, no popularity message. It's all for fun, just seeing the little characters in 3D or whatever. You know, since I lack 3D skills and you know offline, like, you know, 3D Max or whatever, you know, I would make them in the game and I would, like, you know, make they clothes detailed, stuff like that. And then people be like, oh, it look just like the characters, like the way you made them. And that's what it was, you know, just creating them characters. And it was all fun, creating every last one of them, like from my characters, the prime characters, the unknown universe characters, Racket's characters, you know, Fizz, Zeta, Purity, Momo, Chin8, Zeta, all of them, man. It was just all a freaking blast. And if I end it like some people want me to, maybe I should. Maybe it's meant to end. But if I continue, then hey, maybe I'll continue. But anyway, that's all I'll address here. Thanks to whoever's listening, to those who watch. And I know some people watch. So thank you. I'm grateful. Thanks to some that still follow this series and support me to let it continue on. I had to change this wiki page and mark that 0B chill and stuff like that. Well, that's about it, because I'm, you know, at lost for words here. But, you know, let me stop. Bye. So up.